right, there's the announcement. So yes, welcome everyone. Onset week this week, so we're going to see what happens when we try an aspirate versus a glottal versus a balanced onset and see what that means. If you don't know what that means, that's cool. I'm glad you're here. We'll be figuring it out. As you see, we're set up for a gig afterwards. So I'll make sure that we're timely so that I can get ready for that, and that's why I'm wearing a fun shirt. Also, I just kind of like want to wear fun shirts to these because it's entertaining. So awesome. Without further ado, let's commence the warm-up. To start out, I'm going to be seated. You can stand up or be seated. If you would just kind of slouch a little bit and then let the weight of your head and your wrists and your elbows carry you all the way over so that your spine is nice and rounded. It doesn't have to be like crazy all the way touching the floor rounded, but nice and rounded. And take a deep breath in and then release it out. Feel your spine round a little bit more if you can. And one more of those in, spine straightens. And out, spine rounds. When you're ready, come on back up. Not too fast, so you can kind of maintain the nice, relaxed feel of this. Awesome job. And now, if you would, get your feet a little bit farther apart. And then stretch your arms up, but resist your movement. So you're pushing against your own movement of stretching up in the air. And once you've gotten your arms out as far as you can and you have your energy going out through your fingertips, just kind of hold it for about 5 counts. And you can gradually release that down. You have a nice balance of relaxation and energy going into this warm-up. It's kind of a nice thing to do right before you go on stage for a show. It's just very centering, and then everyone will wonder what the heck you're doing in the wings. Cool. Let's start with really easy humming. So we'll just go, and Let's try the low to high like you're asking a question. And we'll do high, low, high. And low, high, low. And very good. Sit down here. I'm going to be in this octave. You can do this octave, whatever's comfortable for you. Ready? And breathe. Oh, I'm getting an indication that maybe I'm not being heard. Is that the piano or my voice? Too loud.
I'm just turning the volume up on my headphones.
What was that?
I'm just turning the volume up on my headphones.
Gotcha. Cool. Sorry about that. Sorry for the break.
You're fine.
Cool. We'll come back at it. Starting here, we'll start with a hum, then open gradually to ah. Ready? Right down here. Ready? And we'll try it up here. Ready? You find that ah again, and we're gonna go really strong, just like the count on Sesame Street. Ah, ah, ah. Ready? And ah, ah, ah. And now we'll go down a scale, but start with that ah, really sort of almost. It's not a grunt quite, but it's a quick start, kind of like ah versus ah, and we're gonna go ah, 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 ah. One more. Ah. What you're feeling is a glottal onset. That means your vocal cords are coming together and then the air is pushing them apart. This might seem harmful because it might seem like, well, that's kind of a lot for the vocal cords to do, but actually, speech therapists use this for vocal rehab. So it's totally fine as long as you don't take it too high. Notice I didn't go too high with this, only sort of up to there. And right now I have only tenors in my room, so that's why we went as high as we did, actually. So it's totally fine to be able to close the chords all the way and then get this sound. It might feel a little like yelling, and that's okay. We're going to go down now. So let's try it with the same glottal onset going down. Make sure you get the closure, and then descend. And ah, 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 ah. Very good. Everyone take a breath in. Let it out. Now we're going to go to the other side of the coin, and we're going to switch to ooh. So can we all do kind of an ooh, just kind of from top to bottom? We'll switch to ah on the way down like we usually do, like ooh, ah. Ready? And ooh, ah. Maybe the voice didn't want to go very high because we were pushing the vocal folds together kind of a lot there. Let's start with ooh now, and I want you to make the lightest, almost breathiest sound you can make. Ooh, and ooh, Yeah, now everyone add a big old H in front of that ooh. So you're going to say like the word whoo, like an owl. First, let's just try saying it. Whoo, and whoo. Now you're going to try that on some pitches. Whoo, 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 whoo. Big H. Whoo, 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 whoo. One more. Kind of really hard to get that breathy down there. That's because you're doing an aspirate onset. You're blowing air first, and then the vocal cords are coming together. As you can tell, it's not quite as present as the glottal onset we did when we did the count from the Sesame Street. Is quite more present than ha. Now we're going to actually change our ooh to the word you. You. Ready? And three. You. Yeah, very nice. Now you've noticed that the quality of sound has changed from we did whoo to you. Can we just find that quality of sound on an ooh? You're gonna have to be sort of careful about how you go into it because you don't want oh and you don't want whoo. You want to walk the line. When I feel it, and you might feel totally differently, when I feel this, it feels very obnoxious. You versus any of the other qualities I might get into. So if you're not finding it and you feel you're a little too glottal or a little too aspirate, go for the obnoxious side of ooh and ooh, ooh, So videos, you can probably tell that one is super duper efficient. However, it's hard to get very loud with that one. So you have to do something else to get loud. Not going to cover that here because that is a deep dive. But to get super loud, you're gonna need microphone amplification, or you're gonna need to do something else and actually make it really obnoxious, going ee. We'll save that for maybe the end of today. All right, let's go back to our count on Everyone try that. And Very good. If you want to find this again, another way to find it that is maybe not as vocal is if everyone takes a deep breath in, keep their mouth open, and hold their breath. Ready? Breathe in. Hold your breath. And let it out. So you feel what happens in your throat. That. Now, if you can get that without a deep breath, you're there. And then you just let sound come out. So we're going to go into kind of a belty-esque exercise. And it's just on, I know, like you're a dummy, but you know. Like think of like a big jock that doesn't really know, but he's just like, I know. So let's go with that. Ready? And breathe. I know. I know. I know. I know. One more. I know. Now, if this is feeling rather high for you, probably taking in too much air, so be careful of be careful of that, and maybe try not breathing. Yeah? Either try not breathing or perhaps blowing out. I know, and you won't do too much air. All right? We're going to do 3 more off of this, and then I'll give you a different strategy for going higher. Ready? And I know. I know. I know. Now we get to this note. This is an A above middle C, so we're pretty high at this point. I like to call this one bite the apple. So instead of going, I know, you're going to widen your lips and show your top teeth. Make sure that you still have the Sesame Street count, otherwise you'll flip over and go into a mix. I know, and we really want a very present, I know. Ready? And here we go. I know. One more. I know. Let's bring it down. I know. I know. Maybe you don't have to bite the apple anymore. I know. I know. I know. Everyone, really good job. Let's do a quick siren down. Ooh-ah again. Ooh-ah. And ooh-ah. Very good. I want to take that and we're going to change it to E. I. Ready? And I. Good. Take that E and now diminuendo it and take all the air out of it till it's the softest it can get. E. If you can barely hear me, I'm still making an E. Let's try that. Ready? And E. Now we're going to start on the soft E. Maybe do it around this pitch. Whatever's more comfortable. And good. Now from this position, think that you get really obnoxious. E, like that. Try not to change anything else except a slight narrowing in the throat. Ready? And E. Now you're going to go from being the jock to being the know-it-all that sits in the front of the class and is like, I know. Can everyone say that? I know. Yeah, it's a pretty different feeling, right? Can you go, I know, and I know, and we're going to go on, I know, sort of like that. Ready? And I know, get a little bit constricted on it, then you might want to put a Y in front of it. Yeah, I know, because that'll balance out your onset so you're not glottaling it. Yeah. Another thing you can do is you can reestablish your initial onset. So try going ready, and now try I know. Keep your mouth in the same position. And I know. I know. I know. I know. Last one. I know. And if you got that, you just mixed a high C. So good for you. Awesome work. Let's cool it down. So first, everyone, lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears, and then let out your air and release them down. It's like, oh yeah, I'm done singing. Good. Look up as much as you can without hurting your neck, and then look down, stretching out the back of the neck, and then tilt to one side and around to the other side, and find the middle, like your head is floating. Now we'll do one final siren. I'm going to invite everyone to unmute if you are brave. On ready, and always love that sound. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. I'm going to turn off the recording.